Hello YouTube, welcome to yet another video on a product unboxing and review. This time it's the Conair Turbo Extreme Steam handheld fabric steamer. This is a product that we have been looking at for a little while. It's not really a substitute to a regular iron, but it can do most of the regular applications for using an iron, which is to just quickly get wrinkles out of your clothes. But it is not really a perfect replacement for it, just to say that up front. However, it can actually also act as, in a way, a disinfectant. So it can, through the steam, through the really hot steam, it can actually kill almost 100% of the bacteria that might be latent in your clothes or other fabric around the house, and which is why we felt this is a good investment. We picked it up for around $40, and this one has a few features that I'd like to quickly walk you through. As you can see on the packaging here, 100% more steam, 75% larger steam area for faster results. So this area is wide enough so you can get in one pass, bulk of the area on the cloth item that you're working on. 70% hotter sole plate, so it really does get hot up here. 4 steam settings, as it says here, so you can have various levels of intensity or heat that the machine is putting out in terms of the steam. 40 seconds heat up, right? So from the time you turn it on to the time it is actually ready for use is around 40 seconds, up to 20 minutes steam time. So the amount of water that goes in this area here would basically be enough time for 20 minutes. So which is, I think, for most applications is decent. And then if we go further around, it says on this area, built-in creaser for perfect pleats and folds. Now, based on what we have heard about this product, it can create a crease like in a shirt, for example, but it won't necessarily create a perfect crease like an iron would. Although for regular applications, in my opinion, it's pretty decent. It does have these 3 attachments as well. There is a silicone band, pulls fabric taut for easier steaming. It also has a bristle brush, loosens fibers for faster steam penetration, and a delicate fabric spacer. So it basically goes up here, and it creates a little bit of a distance between the hot plate and the cloth item, so it doesn't burn the fabric. It protects fragile fabrics and trims. So those are the 3 attachments that come with it. And I believe the creaser is built in, so you don't really detach that. So that's as far as the product itself on the packaging is concerned. 1875 watts. That's what's creating the heat and the power of the unit itself. And it says new smart touch technology. We'll have to look into that part. So let's get the unpackaging going and see what the unit actually contains. So as I open it, the unit itself is right there. There is some literature with it. It's the quick start guide. So you see it, it talks about the various features I pointed out, the parts in the box, steaming hints and tips. So there's some words on caution and basically, the operating instructions on how to use this thing. Okay, so let's put this aside and look at the main unit itself. Okay, let's see what else the box contains before. Okay, so there is this register your product. Okay, so you could register this thing if you want. And then it also contains the attachments. that we talked about. So we'll take out the rest of this from the box. And that's about it. So that's the attachment that we know it contains. And I see it's all in white. I don't know if the unit actually comes in different colors or not. I saw online that there are other models that are in black as well, but I'm not sure if this one actually comes in other colors or not. Okay, so as expected, 3 separate attachments. Here's the silicone piece that I think goes right on top of the business end of the machine, and then we have the spacer, and I think it just slides in here, and then it also contains this brush that also goes in. And I think it the way this works is it just goes right on top of this. There we go. And then so the silicone is built into it. So every time you use it, that's always there unless you take the whole thing out. And then as far as the attachment is concerned, it just goes and slides right into it. So now it's ready for use in whatever way you want to use it. And then as far as the other spacer is concerned, I think it's wide enough to create a bit of a decent space, so the clothing item never really comes in direct contact with the hot plate on here. And obviously it's going to create a steady steam that's going to come out of this vent as you operate it. And here is the crease. There's a bit of a spring action going on over here. So you basically are going to slide your clothing item between this, and there is a little bit of a small little vent, it says crease line over here, and I'm assuming here's where the steam's going to come out and hit the fabric, and this is going to hold it in place, and you can actually create a crease out of it. So as far as the weight on this thing is concerned, it's actually fairly lightweight. I don't know if it actually says what exactly is the weight, but it's really light. It's almost like holding an iron, maybe even a little bit lighter than a regular iron is. And so yeah, you put in the water right here. And so what you do is you basically slide this out and it comes off. And then you are going to see that on this little tank, there is a silicone-ish material cap, and that's good that you're not going to lose it because it's basically attached to it with this heavy thing, or this, the other end is kind of stuck in there. And on this rather smallish hole, you have to put in the water, and once you have filled it out, you basically seal it back in, and the machine will do its job. The tank itself is fairly small. I can see why it only has a runtime of around 20 minutes. But like I said earlier, I think for most applications, that's pretty decent time. And on here, there is a little hole where the water actually goes from this tank into the machine, and it goes through some kind of a pipe which is in there and, comes out here. And most of the heating takes place, up there on the machine. So if I now put this back in, there's a nice click to it, so it's got in. And right here there are the modes. So this button, hopefully you can see it. It says mode, and you can change the mode. There are 4 modes, remember. And then this button is what you press to actually get the steam going. Because it has a turbo mode, that's where it's going to create the most heat, and it really does a wonderful job of getting all the wrinkles out fairly quickly. All you do is hang your clothing item on a hanger, or somewhere, and you just, you know, get it right there on the fabric, and it takes care of it. This model specifically is the GS40GD, and it's 1875 watt. Okay, so I think this is about it. The body is all plastic, so there's no metal here. And what I also like about the power cord, there is obviously the on-off button, which I didn't mention earlier, but it has a little swivel action. So as you're taking the equipment up or down, it's going to create less tension down here, so prevents from the cord, you know, coming off or breaking. The cord itself is actually pretty long, you know. You have a lot of room to play with it and, you know, take the unit where it needs to go. So you're not going to feel too constrained by the length of the cord. Yeah, so I think it's a pretty good device. Hopefully, gives enough of it, has a service life, even though it is plastic. But I think you know, its reputation has been great in the market so far, and with time, products only improve. So I don't expect any issues with it, but you know, we'll see how long this lasts. So again, a quick video about this nice little product that we picked up, and I thought I'll share this with you. It's the Conair Turbo Extreme Steam handheld fabric steamer. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.